What's up guys, it's James here, and in today's video, I'm gonna talk to you about how to invest completely remotely in Airbnb properties, meaning invest in properties where you can be completely remote, you don't have to live there, you don't have to be near the actual property. So I'm gonna walk you through how on a recent property that I purchased, I was able to find the property, go and actually purchase it, get the offer accepted, go firm on it, close on the property. I'm renovating the property now, and I'm going to renovate it, furnish it, launch it, list it, and have it managed, and I will have visited twice by the time things are all said and done. I'm gonna walk you through exactly how that's possible, the exact process I followed, and if you would like to learn the exact step-by-step that we use to do this and do this really, really successfully, and when I say this, I mean invest successfully in short-term rental properties, then I highly recommend you check out the link in the description down below. There's a free training there that's gonna walk you through everything step by step by step. Now, before I dive in here, I also want to take up a little bone I have to pick with you guys. I look at my analytics and I know that a bunch of you guys watching this video right now are not yet subscribed to the channel. So if that's you, take a second and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I post 2 new videos every single week on this channel, all with the goal of helping you to invest successfully in short-term rental properties and to manage properties effectively on short-term rentals. So if that's what you're interested in, if you want to actually manage other people's properties on Airbnb, we've also got free training down below for that. That's how I got started with Airbnb. So again, dialing back, not getting distracted, let's go ahead and click that subscribe button right down here or there somewhere. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, that's all out of the way now. So let's get into it. Let's start talking about how you can do this, invest in short-term rental properties remotely, and how I'm able to do this completely remotely from start to finish, only visiting the property 2 single times. So to start with, I actually have another video that I just would have posted a week or so ago on this channel that talked about exactly how I was able to purchase the property sight unseen. And so if you're interested in that process in more detail, you can check out that video as well. But that process was basically what it boiled down to was me finding the property, getting in contact with my realtor who I trust and who knows exactly what I'm looking for. Now, my realtor went by there and she was the eyes and ears on the property, actually going by and seeing it. And she went by with an inspector, got the inspection done. I got the inspection report back. We went firm on the property and I had never actually seen it. Now, that offer got accepted. So we went firm and then everything else kind of took place. Now, during that time, I actually went by to see the property. That was my first visit of the 2. Now, I will say I didn't need to. I just really wanted to. I was really excited. I love buying new properties and I was really, really excited about it. I wanted to meet the seller, meet the owner or the neighbor right next door. So I went by there for that reason. Now, could I have avoided that? Absolutely. I can tell you right now, I literally did nothing productive from an investing standpoint during that actual meeting at the property. All I just did was wanted to see it. I just love it. I wanted to go and see it. And so that was the only reason that I went there. But could I have skipped that? Absolutely. Now, the next time I'm going up is actually going to be this coming weekend. In a couple of days from now, I will be heading up to the property. We're midway through the renovation process, and this is, in my opinion, a good time to go by if you are going to go by at all. Now, again, I don't have to go by this weekend, but I'm choosing to because I just want to see the progress, and I think it is actually beneficial. So this time, what's really great is I'm going to actually be able to see the progress that we're making on the renovation, and I'm actually going to be there as all the furniture and everything gets delivered, so that I can make sure that we've got everything we need at the property. Now, everything else, as far as lining it up, there's no need for me to be there. I've got a contractor that I trust in the area, so that's really important. You need to make sure that you have a contractor you trust. If you want to learn how to find a contractor that's really trustworthy, then again, link is in the description down below for the training that walks through all that in more detail. But I had a contractor that I trust, I had a painter that I trust, I've got furniture builders that I trust, I've got a cleaning team that I trust, a photographer that's done great work for me. So I've vetted all these different people that are the people on the ground actually doing the work. And so from start to finish, that basically is going to be the renovation work with the contractor and the painter. And then from there, I'm getting a delivery company to deliver the furniture. So one of the cool things here is that what I've done is shipped everything, all the furniture, everything, all the amenities, all the decor, everything through to a storage facility that received all the packaging for me. And so then it goes there and it stays there Now that's a really great way to make sure that everything is ready to go and I'm not delaying myself waiting for shipping. And then I also don't have to ship it to myself and have it all clogging up my home. And then I also am not shipping it to the property where then I would have to be there to receive it or bring it inside a lot of the time. So that's a really great streamlined way to go about this. You can ship it to a storage facility that's going to hold on to it. And then you just hire movers to move it from that storage facility through to the property once it's actually ready to be delivered. And so that is a little bit of extra cost there to get that mover as opposed to just having it delivered, because a lot of the places you order from, if you're ordering from Amazon, things like that, you can pay a lot lower or I would get free shipping. So yeah, I will pay about $600-700 more to get that delivery from storage over to the property, but it means that everything is way more streamlined. It means that I can be more hands off, and it means that I'm not going to run into the issue of getting tied down and bogged down by timing delays with shipping, because a lot of stuff is out of stock with supply chain issues that we're having right now. And so if you wait until you're actually ready for the furniture to be delivered to the house to get it delivered, that's going to cost you time, and time is going to cost you money because it's more time that the property is not going to be listed on Airbnb or other short-term rental platforms. So the furniture is getting delivered. That next day, I've got a furniture assembly person coming in to assemble all the furniture, organize everything, and they're basically putting the finishing touches, getting all my multimedia set up, doing all that stuff on the ground at the property. And that's just an hourly person that's gonna go in there, do a great job of everything. I've got a detailed overview of where everything goes so they know exactly what rooms to put it in. And then next stop after that is gonna be the cleaners coming in, doing a deep clean and staging the property for photography to make sure everything looks perfect. The next day after that, the photographer is gonna go in there and they're going to photograph the whole listing, and I've got a full detailed overview of exactly how I like the photography done. So it's going to be done the right way, right from the start. And then from there, that's going to be sent back to me, and my team can then put the listing together, launch it, and go live, and we can start accepting guests, and then we're done. Right? And so that's a really, really great way to then bring the property all the way to the finish line where I won't have to go by other than this weekend. And again, this weekend, I could frankly just not go by. There's nothing crucial that I'm doing. I just want to see the progress of the property. I want to go up there another time. I want to actually spend some time at the property. So I'm going to stay overnight one night and just hang out there, see what it's like. We're setting up a geodesic dome, which is a first time for me. So I want to get that unpacked, make sure all the pieces are there, everything like that. And so that's something I'm going to be able to do in a weekend. But again, on a standard property where I didn't have a geodesic dome and I was, if it was further away, the nice thing is this property is only a couple hour drive from me. So it's really no big deal. It's going to be a nice weekend to be up at a cottage anyway. So it's not a big deal. But if it were something that I really didn't want to go by, I certainly could quite easily avoid going by there this weekend. It's by no means a critical to the operation. And so really to do that, it requires having organization. It requires having all these different team members well organized, having team members that you can trust. And it also requires you to have the right check-in processes. So I'm checking in with my contractor once a day. I'm getting photos, I'm getting updates. I'm staying in the loop with how everything is going to make sure everything stays on schedule, stays on budget, and everything looks really good. So I do highly recommend that if you are going to be managing a renovation project, especially, and doing it remotely, you will want to make sure that you're really communicating, kind of over communicating. You want to stay in touch with your contractors at least once a day to make sure that everything is going smoothly. And then from there, it's just a matter of having everything organized on the back end as far as organizing what furniture you need, or ordering it, getting it delivered, getting all these different moving pieces to then work together, and for there not to be big gaps in the timing. So even things as simple as getting a hot tub and a sauna delivered, which we got delivered, and then we had to have a pad built before that so that they would have somewhere to go once it got delivered there. If you don't think about that and you don't have the forethought, then you'd end up getting the hot tub and the sauna delivered. They would put them somewhere, and then later would have to be moved onto a pad, which is really challenging because a sauna, for example, a big barrel sauna, you need a forklift to move that. So it's all these little things. And then right after that, you need to have your electrician come in and actually hook them up. They can't come in before because then the hot tub and the sauna won't be there or won't be in the right spot. So it's all a really sort of a puzzle is the way I look at it. And you need to be able to coordinate it or hire a project manager. Again, if you want this to be completely passive, then you can just hire a project manager to take care of all that as well. Or the obvious easier step to all this is going to be to just buy a turnkey property, which would make all of this stuff completely unnecessary. But the nice thing about buying a property that requires some renovation work is you're going to force appreciation on the property. So you're building instant equity in the property, and you're generally going to get a better deal and therefore get better returns on the investment overall. And if you have the right systems put in place, then it can be really passive to get all this done. So That's my process. That's how I've been able to find, buy, renovate, furnish, list, launch a property, all with only 2 site visits, both of which could have been avoided. So you can do it completely remotely. Now, if you have any questions about this, if you have any thoughts, any comments, anything you want to share with me or you want to ask me about as it relates to this project or anything else in the world of Airbnb and short-term rental investing, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, again, just want to remind you, we've got a free training that's linked in the description down below. So if you want to learn more about exactly how we're able to successfully invest in short-term rental properties and you want access to some of our tools to help you do that effectively and use that completely free, then I highly recommend checking out the free training that's linked in the description down below. Last but not least, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video if you got value from it, and make sure that you subscribe. Again, honestly, I was going to say comment, but I'd rather you just subscribe to the channel. I know a bunch of you guys haven't yet, so make sure you do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. All that said, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.